Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be unboxing my June, July, and August mail haul. It has been a while since I've actually filmed a video. I know I recently posted a sorting photo cards. That video was filmed in early June and we're about to enter September, so it has been quite a while. Another thing is, I know that this is a June, July, and September, but if I'm being completely honest, I think I only got like 1 or 2 pieces of mail for the month of June. Main reason is, if you didn't see already, I lost my main Instagram account. I woke up one day and it was deactivated. I tried to appeal it and it was immediately rejected, so I ended up losing my account. So this is my new Instagram account and it is the one that I am now using to trade. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the loose photo cards first, and then we're gonna move on to the regular mail. So starting off with the loose photo cards first, I have my TXT photo cards. These are from the Love Language album. So I didn't pick this up when it first released. I recently just got it now that their new album was released. I decided to just combine it in that order and make it worth the shipping and stuff. So this is the first set of 5 photo cards that you get. You get a total of 10 photo cards in this album, and this is the second set. I absolutely love the second set more than I do the first set. And then these photo cards are from the Together album. I think this is from the Keyring album, I want to say, because you do get a total of 5 photo cards. So these are the photo cards. And literally this Yeonjun, this outfit, this concept, I want to get every photo card of this because this is like my favorite all-time look of his. So then that is it for TXT. I did not get any Yeonjun photo card pulls this time around. I usually end up pulling at least one. I actually was blessed with Subin, Tae, and Hyuning, and so I ended up trading a couple of my photo cards for Yeonjun. I am still missing, I want to say, the little mini book version, and there's another album version where I'm still missing Yeonjun, but I've managed to find trades for the standard albums, so that's good. I'm currently going to keep looking for the remaining photo cards. So next we're going to move on to Twice, in which this is the OT9 set that I decided to collect. I'm going to be pulling 3 photo cards of this set, so I was like, I'm going to complete this one because I absolutely love the concept of this one. And then these are the Sana photo cards that I pulled. And then this is a Momo photo card. This is from a different set, but I decided to keep this one because I really liked it. And then this one is the confetti version, and I was lucky to have pulled Sana because you actually only get 1 photo card in this album. And then I did get the digipack, but I ended up pulling Jungyeon and Mina's inclusion, so I'm going to be trading those for Sana. I just haven't had the chance to post anything yet. Next, we're going to move on to Islet, in which I did get my Bomb albums, and these are the only Mocha photo cards that I pulled. I only pulled 1 standard photo card. The rest I pulled Aurora, Wani. I think I pulled all the other members as well. And then these are the unit photo cards. I was able to pull 2 out of the 3 units of hers, so I'm going to be trading my last unit. Next, we move on to Kepler, in which Kepler released their second lightstick version this time around, and I absolutely love the second one. It genuinely gives more of a Kepler feeling. Like, their concept is outer space, galaxies, different planets and stuff, so it makes perfect sense why there is the star in the middle, especially with the last album as OT9 was Shooting Star. It even has more meaning, and I genuinely love the second lightstick version more than the first one. I love that they went and they stepped outside of that regular logo light stick and they truly made it their own light stick, and to represent literally everything what Kepler is and what their concept has been since the very beginning. So these are the light stick photo cards. And then I did get my POV versions of their albums. So these are all of the pulls. I am still collecting OT7 for them. It's just this album and Bubblegum for right now. I'm going to take a step back, but when I get the chance to continue collecting, I am slowly going to be working my way up to collect OT7 for their Bubblegum album, which is their recent comeback that they just did. For right now, I'm just missing quite a few of the POV albums, and then when I'm done with this, I'm going to focus on finishing up any prior eras when I used to be OT9, and then I'm going to work my way up to the regular Tippy Tap albums because that's literally the last thing that I need for the Tippy Tap era. And then continuing off with Twice, as always, you get these first press pre-order benefits in your albums, so these are all of these sets for those. And that is all for the loose photo cards. And now I'm going to be moving on to more loose things, and it is my signed postcards. So I am going to be putting the link right here on the screen so you guys know where you can find those. Usually these links are posted right when pre-order drops, so you should be able to find it on their X, but only a couple of groups actually have these. These are the Eyelet Balm albums that I pulled. So I ended up pulling 2 mochas, which I was honestly so happy because I did not end up pulling any mocha for the I'll Like You album. And then this one is Yuna's, which I'm also really happy because I did not end up pulling her in the I'll Like You album either. And then these are the signed postcards for This Is For Twice, and I ended up pulling 2 Sanas, which literally, once again, I'm happy because the previous era I did not pull a single Sana. All of the previous, like I'm talking about all of the previous, I have pulled not 1, sometimes 2, sometimes even an entire set of Sana signed postcards. So it was kind of weird for me to not pull a single one in the strategy albums because I've been pulling her non-stop every other era. So I'm happy that I'm finally back on my Sana magnet for these signed postcards. And then I ended up pulling Nayeon's postcard for the second one. These are signed in the back, but I don't remember if it's Tui or Dahyun who signed on the front of their postcard, but all of the other members that I've seen, they all signed on the back of the postcard. And then I move on to my TXT postcards for the Together album, and I pulled 2 Yeonjun and 1 Bumgyu. So that is it for the signed postcards, and that is actually it for the loose inclusions as well. So now we're going to move on to the regular standard mail. So starting off with the first one, oh, this is actually my Korean Twitter package, or my Korean X package. So these are actually the freebies. A lot of them are stickers. And then we move on to some Lomo cards. And that is it for the freebies. And then for the photo cards, okay, so this is a Make Star winner set photo card. I didn't exactly know which one was Xian's, so I kind of ended up with all of the other members. But if anybody's interested, I will be selling the other members. But I need to figure out which one is Xian's. I'm pretty sure it says it on top or something, like everyone has a hashtag, so I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. This is from the Make Star. This is from the sushi event pre-order benefits. So this was the winner photo card set you get. And then these are a couple of photo cards. So this one is a tour photo card. This is my first progress on their tour PCs. I've kind of taken a break away from Stacy and collecting, not because there is a load of photo cards, but because I had such a terrible experience with my S group order manager. So I do not recommend my Stacy S goms. I literally felt belittled by one of the group order managers, and there was genuinely nothing I could do, even though the situation was not my fault. And if the gom had communicated with me, this all could have been avoided, but the gom did not communicate with me. I literally found out about the situation from the second gom, which is a third party in the situation. The communication was not there, and the lack of accountability was also not there. So this one is, I want to say this is a fan club PC for S album. And then this one is that pre-order benefit that I said I might never get. I actually was able to find it super cheap on Korean Twitter. I think this is the Who's Fan photo card for Metamorphic Era. So that is actually going to end up changing my layout for that album. And then this one is the Dear My Muse winning photo card. And then this one is the Stacy 4th Anniversary MD, the ID card. I think that one is from the wallet. Okay, now moving on to the next one. So this is a trade. This is the person who I traded with, and this is for a Twice photo card. So this is one of the photo cards for the OT9 set that I am collecting. So this is Tui's photo card. On to the next one. So this is the person who I traded with, and these are a couple of their freebies. So I got some New Jeans freebies, some Eyelet freebies, and then an Everglow freebie. And this is for the Glasses Mocha photo card. I am super happy that I have this one because now I'm officially done with, I think, this set. And I think this is one of the last photo cards that I needed for the Super Real Me album. So this is how she looks, and it is the Glasses one, and I'm so happy I got this one. On to the next one. So here is a couple of stickers. And then this is the person who I traded with. And this is for Yeonjun's Together version. I think this is the Awake version. I'm not really quite sure on my versions, if I'm being completely honest, but I know that this is from the Together album. So this is how he looks. Oh, it is the Awake version. On to the next one. So this is another trade. This is their Instagram username, and then they did a song recommendation. And this is Mina's photo card for the set that I am collecting. On to the next one. I think this is the sauna that belongs with this set, if I'm being completely honest, because I am trying to trade for a duplicate sauna, and I think it's this one. So this is the person who I traded with. And this is the sauna. On to the next one. So I got some more stickers. And then a little boo-boo sticker. This is the person who I traded with. So this is from that other type album, because two of the albums look alike, but then there's that one album that's actually in a clear pouch. So this is from that album. And this is his photo card. So this is how he looks, and this is called the etched version. They didn't all have the exact same layout of the album, which is something that they used to do, which I'm actually really glad, because that one is actually my favorite version of the 3 albums. So this is the person who I traded with. And this is another Mocha Super Real Me photo card, and now I think with this one I'm officially done with my set. This photo card is from the Weverse albums, and this was the last one that I needed. On to the next one. So this is another trade. This is the person who I traded with, and those are the freebies that they gifted. And this is for Yeonjun's Starlight version, so this is the last photo card for the regular albums. For some reason, the TXT photo cards have this type of different feeling on them. Like, the Twice photo cards are a little bit thicker than these, and these have more like a glossy feeling when you touch them rather than the standard photo card. So just keep that in mind, that if you get a TXT photo card from the Together album, they are different. Like, they do feel different than a standard photo card. They feel more flimsier, not as sturdy. They feel more smoother on the surface, and they're like kind of more glossy. They're not actually more glossy, but those are just kind of like key differences that I noticed. I guess it just has to do with the manufacturer. On to the next one. So this is a purchase that I got from Ani. They messaged me about a couple of TXT photo cards and pre-order benefits, and literally when I saw this Yeonjun, I knew I had to get it. Remember when I said I needed all of the photo cards about him in this concept? I did not lie when I said I needed all of them, because I literally want an entire page of this outfit. There is another photo card, another pre-order benefit. I think it's from the Afterglow album. I think that's the one with like the individual members. He has a photo card, and I need that photo card as well. But I need all the photo cards in this outfit and that concept. On to the next one. So this is another trade. This is the person who I traded with. They also decorated the top loader with a couple of stickers. But this is for the Che photo card that I needed for the OT9 set that I was collecting. I think I got all of the members now. So this is how she looks. And then on to the next one. This is a group order. So I want to say that these are a couple of Jiwon photo cards, but I have stopped collecting him. So I'm just going to end up selling all of these. Yeah, so these are some photo cards. I think these are all, so these are all from the Clean Classic times ZB1. So this is how they look. Honestly, I think I bought these at that time for a high price. I'm not going to sell them for what I bought them, because I do not think the photo cards are even that much worth it. But if anybody's interested, just DM me. This is another trade. They actually did not put their username. These are the photos that they sent, the little stickers. which are so adorable. I don't know if they represent TXT or if they represent a certain group. I know this one is BTS because I can see Cookie right there, so that one is obviously Jungkook. So I think some of these might be BTS related, but honestly I don't know. And this is for the star card, or as other people like to call it, the tarot card. I ended up pulling a duplicate in my album, so I decided to trade that duplicate for one that I didn't have. And I honestly chose this one because I really love the design of these. If I could collect all of these, I would, but I really don't have a place to put them in my binder. I'm not really into collecting inclusions that much. I just didn't want to have a duplicate. And yeah, so this is how they look. They're absolutely stunning and beautiful. On to the next one. So this is another trade, and she made this adorable Eugen card. This is from somebody who I've traded a lot often, but she recently just changed her username to Tiny Heart Market. So this is the freebies. Got a couple of stickers, and then some Lomo cards, and some of these as well. And this is for a photo cards that we traded. So this is for the Xiaoting hat photo card from the Magic Hour album. Specifically, I think it's the sun-kissed version. This is the Xiaoting that I still needed in my album, so I was happy to get this. I think that might be the last Xiaoting I need for the sun-kissed. But like I said, I really need to make some progress and go back into collecting their older eras, because I've kind of been putting a pause on that and trying to focus on the new ones, and more I am getting farther away from their older eras. So I think I'm going to take a break from the new ones and focus on collecting their older eras first, and then go back to the new ones. I'm not really missing that much photo cards for the older eras, so I should be done pretty quickly if I put my mind to it. So this is another trade. This is the person who I traded with, and this is for one of the Xiaoting POV album photo cards. And I think this is the last Xiaoting that I needed, or I probably needed one more solo member. I kind of completed these solo members pretty quickly. I ended up pulling a lot of them, so I really didn't need to trade that much. So this is Xiaoting's, and then they also sent me some free photo cards as gifts. They sent me this Lisa photo card, or Polaroid, and then a Mashiro de Blast photo card. I think this is from the regular album, or this might actually be from the jewel case. On to the next one. So this is another trade, I want to say. So this is the person who I traded with, and their packaging is so adorable. Let me just add that. So we're going to see the freebies first. Oh, they added a little note as well. I'm going to take this and read that on my own time. So you have some stickers, some more stickers, and then some Sunu and hyphen Lomo cards, some BTS, Jimin and a hyphen, and then a NCT sticker photo card. And then for our trade, I love that they also added this little cardboard or hardback, so that it is like a sturdy and extra more protection than a top loader is. But this is for Mocha's photo card from the I'll Like You album. I think I'm just missing the other photo card of this version, and then I'm officially done with the I'll Like You album, because the With version, I think that's what it is, was one of the hardest versions that I had to. I could not find a trade for this type of version. It's the green album, but I finally was able to find that one. I'm just missing the other one. On to the next one, we have another trade. So this is the person who I traded with, and now we're going to look at the freebies first. So they sent some stickers and then some Lomo cards, and then a Nayeon POB from the Between 1 and 2 album. And then this is a trade for the last Mocha unit photo card that I needed from the I'll Like You album. So this is the unit. It is with Aurora and Yuna on it. And then for the last piece of mail, I have my Bai border. So I actually got it sent in one of those large envelopes. I kind of just put it in that small one because I really didn't feel like having a lot of them. But this is all Stacy photo cards from the Lover Killer album, which is their Japanese recent album that they had. So I kind of got a lot of them, but there is still quite a bit of photo cards that I am missing. I know I'm still missing about maybe 3 or 4 pre-order benefits. But I think I completed all of her regular albums, which is kind of what the most part that I was trying to complete. I do still need to go back and finish her photo cards, as well as finishing her photo cards from their previous Japanese album. But yeah, that was all for the photo cards today. Okay, so before we actually move into the outro, I was actually cleaning up and I realized that I forgot to include a couple of photo cards in this mail haul, and that is my pocamarket photo cards. So pocamarket actually reached out to me a couple of weeks ago in collaboration to work with them. If I do have a code, it's going to be on the screen, but if you use the link that's in the description, you'll save like an additional percentage and stuff. You also get a free photo card when you sign up. That's a promotion that they're doing and stuff. So these are the photo cards that I got from Pocamarket. They were also delivered in this box and it says Poca on it. I actually had a really good experience. It was super easy to find photo cards on their website. So starting off, these are the 2 photo cards that I got for free. When I signed up using my email, I got this Han Stray Kids photo card. And then when I charged into my Poca account, which is basically where you like transfer your money into the Pocamarket card or something like that. So like you're able to actually buy from Pocamarket, because for some reason it doesn't let you order directly from PayPal or any other things. The only thing that I didn't like was how that works, because my order was like 51 or 52, but the total I can enter was 50, and then after 50 I think I had to jump into like 100 or something. So there's not really an in-between. You can't really add your exact amount. I would have preferred if they have like where you can add the exact amount that you're gonna spend, so that you don't have money left over into that little Poca card thing. That's the only downside, was that everything is in like tens. There's no in between, so you gotta like calculate how much. But shipping wasn't that expensive. Shipping was like $12 and stuff. But I also did order this before the whole tariffs and custom things that is going on in the US right now, and like it's getting worse, guys. Off topic, but in my Korean package that I had, I wanted to do K-Packet, which is delivery days are a little bit longer compared to like FedEx and UPS, but it's like way cheaper. Right when tariffs and customs were hitting the US, K-Packet was no longer an option. I kept waiting because my Korean package said maybe there's going to be a bright side and maybe K-Packet is going to return for us. So I don't know if it's the same for every Korean address or if it was just the one that I was using and I just got bad luck. But yeah, so I waited like a week, and then I got an email saying that FedEx starting next week was going to be requiring IDs in order to be using FedEx. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to wait anymore. So I just went ahead and paid it, and it was like $40 to ship the Islet merch and then a couple of Korean package photo cards, like I think 2 photo cards. And then UPS was like $70 to ship that. We are going to be impacted a lot in the future due to the tariffs and customs that are now hitting the US. So be cautious of that. Okay, now we're going to move back into the photo cards. So like I said, I had a really good experience. It was so easy to find photo cards. I'm not even kidding when I say that the most expensive photo card in this entire pile is like $5 to $6. All of the other photo cards were like $2.50. There are some photo cards on Pocamarket that are going to be overpriced. They are looking at the general market of photo cards, and obviously if a photo card is selling expensive, they're going to price it expensive. If a photo card is selling cheap wise, they're going to price it cheap wise, and it goes between pre-order benefits and broadcast and album photo cards. I genuinely found a lot of photo cards that I needed for $2.50. So honestly, it just depends, because they have a lot of photo cards and sometimes even photo card values decrease, so I would still be on the lookout to see if the photo card that you want lowers in price. Some photo cards, it is worth it for Pocamarket. If you're genuinely looking for high sought out photo cards, I don't recommend it. Okay, so like I said, I got a couple of Bambi photo cards, and I got this Stacy Tanghulu photo card. I got this Stacy photo card as well, another Tanghulu, and then this is the E-Mart photo card for the S era. My S-Gomes did not host for this, so that's why I had to find it, and like I think this is the one that was like $5 to $6. And then I did say that I was going to complete the other OT5 set of the album, because you get like an entire set along with the random ones. So this is the other set that I needed, and like I said, each one of them was like $2. And then more Bambi photo cards. I think these are completed a lot of my set. And then that is all of the photo cards that I got for pocamarket. Obviously, if you have any questions regarding pocamarket, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will answer. But yeah, these are all of the photo cards that I got from pocamarket, and now we can continue on to the outro. Okay, and that was all of the photo cards for this video. I am super excited to go back and to sort my photo cards because I didn't unbox these earlier. I've been having a drought of sorting photo cards and I've been missing it so much. So I am finally happy to be able to do that. I completed a lot of my sets and I look forward to completing more sets in the future. Once again, this is my new Instagram account, so if you're interested in trading with me, this is where you can find and where I'm only going to be trading from now on. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. As always, all of the usernames of everybody who I traded and bought from are going to be in the description of this video. And if you have any questions about anything, feel free to comment. I'll definitely be able to answer it to the best of my ability. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that every single one of you has an amazing day.
So